Hey YouTube, how's it going? Today I'd like to do a knife collection video for you guys showing what I currently have in my collection. I'll try to keep it by brands, and I'll start with the cheaper stuff and then work my way up. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off with some Ozark trail knives that I bought at Walmart. You know, for the price you really can't beat it. These are great beater knives. So here's the first one. The flipper on this is very small, so it's tough for me to flip it open using it. Usually I have to get some wrist action, and even then it's hit or miss, so typically just use a thumb stud. It's like a wood grain kind of scales on it, coated blade, mystery stainless steel, it's not even marked on it, black pocket clip. You know, not bad styling. For under $3 for each of these, can't really beat it. First one. Next one. Same kind of deal with this flipper. Tonto blade, partially serrated. Kind of like a blue-black colored scales. You know, not bad looking. Black pocket clip. You know. There we go. So there's that one. This one here. No flipper on this model. Not bad looking. Aluminum scales. This is like a, I don't know what you call a hot pink or magenta or something. Again, mystery stainless steel, but you know, it's got some heft to it. Each one of these Ozark trail knives, I had to adjust the pivot a little bit so they would open a little smoother. But yeah, not bad. Not bad. I have that color, and then there was another color offered in that style knife. This guy here. It's like a turquoise, I guess. Aqua, green, turquoise, whatever you want to call it. So, same kind of pocket clip. These are all tipped down. I didn't bother adjusting the pocket clip on these, but my preference is tip up. But yeah, under $3, great beater knives, really, really good. Okay, let's go to this brand. I have a couple Gonzo, I don't know how you pronounce it, but this is the first one. Black G10 scales. This is the G704 model, 440C blade steel. It's got that Benchmade style axis lock on it. From watching other knife collection videos, I know guys are very passionate about their opinions on these knives. You know, some guys refuse to buy them because they feel they're just rip-offs of you know, American-made knives. Other guys say for the price, it's a great value. They make good beater knives. I'm kind of in that camp. These are heavy duty, you know, great knives to beat the crap out of. Yes, the styling borrows heavily from, well, I think this is borrows from what, an H&K model, Snody H&K model. But you know, for the price you pay, kind of tough to beat. There's one. And I got another one, another Gonzo. This model here, this is the G739 440C blade steel. Has like a textured G10 scales. Again, that Benchmade axis lock. It's not, you know, it's not a Benchmade axis lock. It just borrows from that style. But yeah, again, heavy duty, good beater. So got a couple Enlan knives. This guy here, I forget the model on these. I think it's the EL02, I believe. HCR13 MOV blade steel. I guess that's a G10 scales. As I've seen commented in other knife collection videos, this styling borrows heavily from, or flat out rips off the Chris Reeve Sebenza, and it's kind of hard to argue that it's not, but you know, it's an attractive knife, and the price is attractive, so you know, especially if you're like me and you can't really afford to buy a real deal Sebenza. And I have one other Anlan. This one was not as smooth as the other one. Out of the box, at first I couldn't even open this one-handed. That's how stiff the lock was on this. But over time, it's kind of, you know, loosened up a bit. And the texturing on the scale is a little different on this one. This one, you know, it's a little rougher on these. Not really rounded or smooth like the other model I have. But again, styling very similar, very similar to a Sebenza, but good beater knife nonetheless. I also have two San Remo knives. Here's the first one. You've probably seen this in other knife collection videos. You know, this is San Remo 710. Again, for the price, this is a great knife, and again, styling very similar to a Sebenza, or depending on who you talk to, some guys will say that this is a blatant rip-off of it, but you know, for the price, it's a great knife. It really is. Very smooth, blade centered, good edge right out of the box. You know, the texturing that they offer on these scales isn't all isn't all that great. Doesn't really do much for you, but you know, some guys pimp these out, you know. But for, geez, I don't remember what I paid for this. I think it was around $10, maybe less. Great knife. It's one San Remo, and I have another one. It's this guy here. I think this is the, where's the model number on that blade? I don't think it's picking up on the video. 738, smaller size. It's got like a carbon fiber-esque inlay on there on both sides. Lock side on the presentation side. Blade steel, it's not marked, so I'm not sure what it is, but you know, nice knife. The liners are anodized, like a, I don't know if it's picking up on the video, but it's like a purple color. But yeah, great knife. I work in an office, and this makes a good office carry. You know, because it's smaller. It's got a, you know, I'd classify this as like a gentleman's folder. You know, if you're getting dressed up or again working in an office, this is a great blade to carry. Very smooth, centered blade. San Remo, they're good knives. All right, moving right along. I guess I'll do my Kershaws. Do the first one here. Kershaw Scallion. I think this was the first knife I ever got. You know, that kind of got the collection started. Man, I've put this knife through hell. I've done things with this knife I should never have done. You know, really kind of abusive. I mean, cutting up carpet, scraping paint off wood. I mean, and this thing is held up beautifully. Great little knife from Kershaw. Kershaw Scallion. It's got the, you know, it's a assisted flipper like a lot of Kershaws, and this model has a lock on the pocket clip side. Kind of unnecessary, I think, but you know, it's there. Great little knife. Okay, another Kershaw in my collection. This is the Shuffle. Out of the box, the edge on this was a little disappointing. I threw this on my Lansky, system with the diamond stones and sharpened it up. So, and after that, you know, the edge was a lot better. This is the model that has the, it's got the bottle opener and the, pry bar screwdriver, whatever you want to call that, on the end. If I'm being honest, I don't really care for this new texturing that Kershaw has on their knives with the K on it. I mean, yeah, it provides some grip. I'm not real thrilled with the look. But it is what it is. Kershaw Shuffle. Great little knife. Okay, what else we got here? We got the Kershaw Injection. This is the 3-inch model. So this is the, it's picking up the 3820 Rexford design. Very nice, great looking pocket knife folder. I guess that's G10 material on the scales. You know, decorative pivot. I don't have the larger version, the 3.5-inch, but this one is it's great. Real nice. I'd recommend it if you don't own one already. All right, keeping with the Kershaws, here's another one. Kershaw Cryo. I had 2 of these, and one of them I gave to my boss for the holidays because he lost his, I forgot what kind of knife he had. I think it was an old trail actually. I gave him this and he loves it. He carries it every day. It's his favorite knife. Hinderer design. Got some heft to it. So you can definitely beat on this with no problem. It's a Kershaw Cryo. And here we got another Kershaw. This is it's the Vapor, but I don't know if it's the Vapor 1, Vapor 2, Vapor, you know, I don't remember which one exactly. The 1640 8CR13 MOV blade steel. I did a heat anodization on the pocket clip and some of the hardware and the butt end of the scale here on this side, which is more accidental than anything else. But and on the thumb stud, you know, just kind of experimenting. You know, I think it looks pretty good. You know, the contrast of the heat anodized pocket clip against the scales. Another good option, Kershaw. And another Kershaw in my collection. The Leak. Kershaw Leak. Canadian design. Great blade. Great blade. This is the version with the olive scales and the coated blade. Really nice. Really nice. Flies out like crazy. Bam. Really nice blade. And again, like the Scallion, it's got the lock on it, which, you know, again, I don't believe it's necessary, but it's there. So there's that. What other Kershaws we got here? Another Kershaw for you. Kershaw Skyline. I think I just the pivot a little too loose on this guy. This is the Blade HQ exclusive. Black wash blade with the blue scales. Very nice. Very, very nice. Kershaw Skyline. Okay. What else? Oh, I should have showed this one with my other Kershaw Vapor. This is another Vapor, but I think this is the Vapor 2. I keep getting those two confused. It's the Vapor or the Vapor 2, one or the other. Larger version. Partially serrated blade. Not a big fan of partially serrated blades, but this one I got in a knife lot with a couple other ones. So, but you know, heavy duty, got some weight to it. Nice blade though. Okay, another Kershaw. As you can tell, I'm kind of a fan of Kershaw's. This is the, I believe this is the Amplitude, I think. Amplitude. Rexford design. decorative kind of pivot there. Very nice. Flipper flies out nicely. Bears somewhat of a resemblance to the Leak. Not you know, they're not exact duplicates, but you know, similar. Very nice. And yet another Kershaw. Sorry guys, got quite a few of them. The Kershaw Echelon with the translucent G10 scales, which when I first saw this, I thought that was pretty cool. I've seen other guys describe this as a poor man's Strider SJ75. And yeah, I guess I could see that, sure. Black hardware. This has the Sandvik steel on it, I believe. And I think this was the first knife that ever bit me pretty good on the thumb. I slipped, you know, opening up the blade and got caught right on the edge. And yeah, did a nice job cutting up my thumb. That Sandvik steel is razor sharp. Huge ambidextrous thumb stud on there. But very cool blade. Love the look of this thing. Yep. Just for fun, I was looking to get another one of these, and they're getting tougher to find, surprisingly. That was a Kershaw Echelon. Okay. Another Kershaw. Sorry guys, I got quite a few of these. The Rake, Kershaw Rake. Big beastly knife. Tim Gallion design. What is that? The 1780. G10 scales. Big beefy blade. Yeah, this thing is a beast. Flies open. Great knife. Kershaw Rake. Another Kershaw. This is the Storm, I believe. Storm or Storm 2. I was getting confused. 1470. Whichever version this is. I think it's the Storm. Canadian design. Nice grippy inserts on the scales. Recurve blade. Really like this. Nice look. Canadian design. Beautiful blade. Kershaw Storm or Storm 2. Again, I get them confused. What else? Got a couple other Kershaws. Bear with me, guys, and we'll get through them. I have 4 Kershaw blades in my collection right now. Here's the first one. This is the partially serrated snap-on Kershaw blur. Black coated blade, red scales. This is a user, definite user. I requested a replacement pocket clip from Kershaw, and already after a couple of days carrying it, the paint's starting to wear away on the edges. I bought it this way. This was somebody else's user, and I got it for steal, I'd say. So I keep it as a user. If I'm doing stuff out in the yard, this is the knife I tend to gravitate towards. Great blade. Great blade. Yeah, based on other knife collection videos I've seen, guys either love the blur or they hate it. Here's another blur. Black coated blade, gray scales that have like a this is a user. This is years old, as you can tell by the pocket clip and the scales. So it got kind of a, I don't know if you call it a patina on it, but definite wear. I don't know if you can see on the blade, November of 03. So yeah, this is an oldie but a goodie. I love this one. Another user. 2 more blurs to go, guys. Bear with me. These are my more showy Kershaw blurs. Got this guy here. This has the blue scales with the silver twill inlays. This is the S30V version. Really nice. Really nice. Black hardware. A beauty. And the last blur in my collection, and definitely the one that I covet the most, my carbon fiber blur. This one I've seen for insane prices on eBay, boy. 200 plus for this guy. This is the 154 blade steel. Really love this one. Carbon fiber inserts, looks beautiful. Yeah, my favorite blur in my collection out of the 4 I have. Okay, guys. So I think that's all the Kershaws finally. Let's move on to. Let's do my CRKTs. Start with this one here. Kit Carson design. This is the M4-02. It's got a, I'd say it's got like a traditional feel to it. You know, cattle bone scales with the G10 bolsters. Really nice look to this one. Really nice. Blade gray Kit Carson design. Really like this one. It's the M402. And right next to that one, I have the CRKT Drifter. This one's okay. I got this in a knife lot with a couple other ones, brand new. It's all right. Not a huge fan of it, but you know, edges razor sharp out of the box. You know, styling isn't too bad. But I don't know. For some reason, I don't carry this one that much. It's a Drifter, CRKT Drifter. Got here. This is the CRKT Jettison. This is the larger version. I think there's a smaller version of the Jettison too. So, was this the Robert Carter design, I believe? Yeah. Great look. Great look. I'm not overly thrilled with the scales, you know, because there's really no grip to them, but, you know, looks-wise, this thing is really sharp. So, CRKT Jettison. What else? What else? I have a CRKT Swindle, Ken Onion design, running on IKBS. This is the grooved scale version. There's another version, you know, it looks just like this, except there's no, you know, grooves in the scales. It's just smooth. Really nice. Really nice. Not overly thrilled with this pocket clip, but, you know, it is what it is. Go live with it. That's the Swindle. And then, along with that, I have the CRKT Ripple. Again, another Ken Onion design. Wonderful look to it. CRKT, in my opinion, you know, I mean, in terms of time, I don't know how old these particular knives are, but I feel like CRKT in recent years has kind of stepped up their game and really put out some nice offerings. So that's the Ripple. Let's see, another CRKT. See if I can get the flipper to go on this one. Nope. This is the Ma GSD, or Get Bleep Done. Get Stuff Done. Running on IKBS. Love the look of this. The flipper, I don't know. It must be me. I can't get it, or this particular one that I have. Kind of fights me. I have to really give a lot of wrist action to get this thing open, deployed. But really killer look on it. Nice, you know, kind of slightly heavier weight, so you can really beat the hell out of this, I would think. Not that I have yet, but. GSD, CRKT GSD, Ma design. Great knife. Is that it for all my CRKTs? Sorry guys, bear with me a second. I think that's it for all the CRKTs. Let's move on to Spyderco now. Start out with the classic. Spyderco Delica. Gray FRN scales. Black pocket clip. Great weight on this, very light. Yeah, this is definitely you know, if you don't own one of these, you really need to. Delica, it's definitely a Spyderco classic. lock back. Great knife. Another Spyderco. This is the Ambitious. You know, kind of, I think this is the smallest one in that grouping of knives. You know, the Ambitious, Tenacious, Persistence, Resilience. I think this is the smallest one. If I could do it over again, I probably would have just went for the Tenacious, like most guys have, because the blade it's a bit stout. It could be a bit bigger, but I mean, razor sharp out of the box, G10 scales. This is a really great little knife. So. The Spyderco Ambitious. Spyderco. This is the Techno. Another great small Spyderco knife. CTS XHP blade steel. Wire pocket clip. Again, got some heft to it. A beast. Blue back spacer. Really great knife. Spyderco Techno. Okay, another Spyderco. This is the, let's see if I can, there we go. This is the Paramilitary 1, not the 2 or the 3. This is the 1, the very first version they came out with. Deep carry pocket clip. Very smooth. Really nice. Spyderco Paramilitary 1. And then along with that, I have the Paramilitary 2. This is the camo version, Digicam version with the black coated blade. Really nice. The guy I bought this from, I don't know what the deal was, but the hardware was mismatched. You know, some black, some uncoated, whatever. Doesn't bother me. Kind of gives it some character. But yeah, this is the Paramilitary 2. Again, hit or miss. Hit or miss with me opening those. What else we got? Another Spyderco. This is the Lum, Chinese Lum. It's got a Thunder Ranch logo on it. Some guys, you know, prefer blades on their knives to be sterile, you know, no badges or markings or anything. Me, I don't really, doesn't really bother me. I wanted this particular Chinese Lum version with the green, I don't know how you pronounce it, green almite, I think that's how you say it, green almite scales. So in order for me to get it at the price I wanted, you know, I had to get it with the badge on it, which is fine. Just fine. Really like this. Very cool looking blade. So there's that. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's all the Spydercos I have. All right, so let's move on to, I got a couple cold steels. This is the American Lawman, full size. The guy I bought this from, he stripped the coating off the blade. I think this is the older version that had that really cheap looking coating on it. So yeah, I love the look of it now. The coating stripped off. This thing, you know, G10 scales. This thing is a really good work knife. You can beat the crap out of this, and it'll come back for more. It's a cold steel American Lawman. And another cold steel in my collection. This guy here. This is the Tough Light. Cold steel Tough Light. This is the larger version. Aus 8A steel. Wharncliffe blade. Great utility. Kind of a folding knife. Nice choil. Jimping on the blade. Can really, you know, get a good grip on this and really, you know, do some heavy duty work. Great little knife. I think that's it for all the cold steels that I have. So, oh, I forgot one other. Actually, two other CRKTs I had in my collection, guys. My apologies. The CRKT Fossil. Really cool looking blade. Again, running on IKBS. Very unique look to it. That's why I got it. It's a cool blade. And then one other CRKT that I missed, my apologies, is the Ma Eraser. This is the, I guess, I don't know what you call it, the original version, not the newer versions I see out now where the blade is coated and it's all black. And this has the, what's it called, the LOX system. I believe that's what it's called. Where the kind of, you know, once you engage that mechanism, it turns it into basically a fixed blade. So you can't open or close the blade. But yeah, this thing is a beast. Really cool design. Ma design. Very cool blade. Okay, so let's do the, I have some Benchmades, so let's do those. Start off with this guy here. Mini Griptilian. Mini Griptilian. Great knife. 154 cm blade steel. Great blade. Split arrow pocket clip. Another Benchmade. The 585 Mini Barrage. This is the, I guess the budget version. This is in the 586 with the fancier scales. This is just the, you know, the Velox scales. But you know, this thing is great. It really is. Blade comes flying out. Really, really cool. And this one has the, it's got the lock on the spine. Once you engage that, you can't open it. So, split arrow pocket clip. Benchmade Mini Barrage. Also from Benchmade, I have the 810 Contigo. 810 Contigo with the Cerakote blade. Glass breaker on the end. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's focusing. This thing is a beast. This thing is a beast, man. Great blade. Great blade. 810 Contigo. Another Benchmade. This is a 551 Griptilian. Orange scales, black coated blade. 154 cm blade steel. Split arrow pocket clip. Really nice. Really, really nice. Great look and feel to this guy. Alright, keeping with the Benchmades, moving right along. Got the Benchmade 755 NPR, or Mini Pocket Rocket. Shane Cyber design, M390 blade steel, which I love. Boy, I learned the hard way that this thing is razor sharp. The guy I bought this from, he got some NYPD law enforcement badges, laser etched on either side of the blade. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. I wanted to check out this knife, and for the price he was offering, I said, you know, what the heck? Let me, you know, if I really dislike the, you know, the laser markings that much, I could always sand this blade or even send it to Benchmade, and they could probably, you know, for a fee, replace the blade for me. This has the, I believe the pocket clips right now are no longer titanium. They're I guess stainless steel or whatever. This one has the titanium pocket clip on it. The green G10. Really, really great knife. If you can get a hold of one of these, I would recommend it. These are just fill out the hand beautifully. These are great. They're beasts, and very, I mean, this version, very smooth. Very smooth. I really recommend it. Couple more Benchmades, guys. the classic 940 Osborne, the green aluminum scales, and the purple anodized backspacer. Not overly thrilled with the colors, but you know, it's not bad. Reverse Tonto blade, S30V. I mean, just, you know, for blade length and weight and everything else, this is just a great option. A great option for EDC. But a Benchmade knife that I like even better than that one, the 943. That was a 940 I just showed you. This is a 943, which I like even more. S30V blade steel, black aluminum scales with the blue anodized backspacer. Really, I mean, I EDC'd this for a long time. For the weight, the styling, the function, the look, I mean, this is just a great option. I like this more so than the 940. It's a Benchmade 943. All right, guys, I think that's all the Benchmades. Yeah, I think that's all the Benchmades I have. A couple other stragglers here. Got a couple Bokers. This is the Boker Plus Marsh Mini Vanquish. This is just, I mean, I got this just because I thought it was a cool looking knife. I mean, this is one I don't, you know, 440C blade steel, so this isn't, you know, a high-end blade steel or anything, super steel, but, you know, I just thought it was a cool looking knife, kind of funky. It's like a blue anodized liners. The thing I don't like about this knife is that I feel like every time I go to close the blade with the liners, it pinches the pad of my thumb. So, and I've seen other guys comment on how Boker Plus, their knives, you know, the quality controls in there, the fit and finish isn't great. You know, I'm not going to comment on that. I don't know any better, but I do think this is a pretty cool looking knife. Maybe not the best option for EDC, but if you want something that looks cool in your collection, then I would say go ahead and get that one. And one other Boker that I have in my collection right now, Boker Plus Rexford Epicenter. Very cool looking knife. VG10 blade steel. I think these are titanium scales, kind of a decorated pivot. Really nice looking blade. Rexford design. Yeah. Very cool. Alright, so that's it for all the Bokers that I have. I have one Ontario knife. This is the Ontario Rat 1. This is a KnifeWorks exclusive with the gray G10 scales. Very nice. Very nice. I'll say blade steel. Very nice knife. I have one SOG blade in my collection right now. That's this guy here. SOG Aegis with the camo scales, black coated blade. Nice look to it. Has, if I'm being honest, it has kind of a, for lack of a better word, kind of a cheap feel to it. My apologies to anybody who's, you know, a fan of these knives. It's just my opinion. You know, kind of a cheaper feel to it. But with that having been said, I mean, these are very lightweight and blades sharp. Got a great styling to it, so, you know. Again, it's only my opinion. It's still a cool knife. SOG Aegis. Okay, I have one Microtech in my collection right now. That's this beast. SOCOM Delta. I don't know if you can see the markings on the blade. They're a bit faded. And the lighting isn't that great here. Yeah, I can't, you know. They're there. They're there. But, yeah, this is the Tonto version. This was somebody's user, so this has a lot of wear on it. The blade edge is, you know, kind of jacked up. But and this is the aluminum, you know, aluminum scale version, not the G10. But oh man, what a beast! What a beast! Between the weight and just the feel of this knife, yeah. You know, I wanted to check this out to see what this was all about, and I'm glad I did. You know, this thing is a great heavy use EDC knife. So, Microtech SOCOM Delta. And I think I've gone through everything except for one last knife, guys. And this is the jewel of my collection, if you will. Hinderer XM18, a 3-inch non-flipper. Gray scales, blue anodized lock bar stabilizer. This is just, I mean, this is just an amazing blade. It really is. I didn't know what to expect when I bought this, and I definitely had some reservations about spending the amount of money I spent on this, but you know what? It's worth every penny. This is a well-built folder, rock solid, you know. Just a beautiful knife. It really is. I mean, you get what you pay for. And this is definitely quality through and through. S35 blade steel. Really nice. Really, really nice. The most expensive knife in my collection. And yeah, I would recommend it. You know, if you can check out a Hinderer knife, do it. You won't be sorry. So that's it, guys. That's my knife collection. If you stuck around this long, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it, and take care.